What is up, guys, and welcome to a different video again. Today we're back on FIFA 15, one of the best FIFAs ever, and instead of doing a challenge or anything like that, we're going to be doing a bit of a road to glory. I've decided to pick Nottingham Forest, a team with plenty of history. Of course, now they are a decently well established Premier League team. I know they're in a bit of a relegation battle this year, but for the past few years they've been decent. Of course, got into Europe as well. They're a decent team, so I thought, why not bring them back to glory and do a little career mode with them. Back in FIFA 15, 2014, 2015, they were in the Championship. And, well, I've got to be honest, the team is okay. It's not great, it's not bad. There's a few players that are a bit of a throwback. They've got Britt Sombalonga, they've got Gary Gardner, Blackstock, Jamal Lascelles, a young Jamal Lascelles. I mean, some of these players I just haven't seen in years. But yeah, decided to go for a 4-4-2 sort of look. But yeah, in this series, instead of I'm just not going to be one of them where I play every single game because I just think it's too long-winded. So I'm going to be doing half a season per episode. So probably about 10-15 minutes per episode. We're going to play a few games here and there, but mostly sim them, and yeah, basically just get through the seasons, hopefully build a really strong team, and maybe one day we can win the Prem, we can win the Champions League like Brian Clough did back in the day. And yeah, hopefully it will be a really interesting series. But yeah, going back to the team, there's some serious improvements to be made. A little bit of youth I'd like to bring in. We've got 3.8 million, which doesn't sound like a lot, but for 10 years ago it's actually not a bad amount of money. You can seriously get some quality in. And also the board emailed their objectives over. So in the league, they want us to fight for promotion, which I think is very, very reasonable indeed. And the cup, they want us to get to the round of 32. So both of them should be pretty easy. But we had our first transfer offer accepted here. Jason Denier, who remembers him, 19 years old, 66 rated, which is not bad. We agreed a fee of 1.4 million, which is quite expensive, I'm not going to lie, considering his value is only 375k. But that was it. We decided to sign him up. A nice young centre-back. Hopefully he can grow into be, well, one of our best players, and he's also just depth. The media predicted us to finish 11th, which I thought was a little bit harsh. But also I forgot to have a look at our squad. We've got loads of players out on loan, and some of them are actually decent as well. Jamie Mackey, who remembers him, played for QPR, scored in the Aguero game. This Majewski guy looks alright. We've got a young 21-year-old centre-back, Lang, who I didn't realise. We've also got Gardner and Lascelles and Darlow all on loan this year, which is a little bit annoying. But yeah, this Radoslav Majewski guy, not sure if that's how you say his name, but yeah, he looks like a decent player. We had a first transfer offer come in for Andy Reid as well, and I decided to accept it. 975 grand is not a bad deal considering he's 32 years old, and we also don't play a formation with a number 10. He was out the door, and that was actually all the business we managed to do this transfer window. I did want to bring in a couple more players, but we just didn't have time. So yeah, we have got quite a lot of money for January as well. I'm also going to be looking to start up a youth academy, which is very exciting. But anyway, first game of the season, we played Leeds away at Elland Road, and well, early doors they committed a foul right on the edge of the box. We didn't have any great free kick takers, but it was Burke who stepped up and he whipped it around the wall. What a goal. It's an absolute cracker to start the season. Our first goal in the Nottingham Forest career mode, and it's an absolute beauty from our right midfielder, Mr. Burke. Look at that, just curling it around the wall. Wall didn't jump, and do you know what? They learnt their lesson, I think. But Leeds came forward again. A brilliant save from Carl Darlow. And I've got to be honest, this whole game was just all Leeds. Darlow really kept us in it. They absolutely dominated. But what a ball this was, by the way, from a Sombalonga to put us through. Blackstock on the counter-attack, and he just put it wide. You've got to score that, Blackstock, mate. I've decided to start him ahead of Fryatt, and maybe it was a mistake. They just kept having chance after chance. Darlow with another great save there. But sadly, Darlow can only save us a certain amount of times. They put the ball in, and it was this Adrian bloke in the second half with 25 minutes to go who levelled the scores, and that was all she wrote. I mean, we got absolutely battered by Leeds, and unsurprisingly, really, they're going to be pushing for promotion this year. But a point at Elland Road is not a bad result at all. And next up, we were playing another team who were going to be up there fighting for promotion this year. This time we were at home. It was Ross McCormack, who remembers him, with a great effort from outside the box early doors, hitting the outside of the post. We responded with a Sombalonga, good shot, good save there from the goalkeeper. I'm actually really enjoying using Britt Sombalonga. Gary Gardner there, he's actually got some great technical stats. Also, this man Antonio down the left is always going to be a problem. I think KSI made a video of him in FIFA because he's just an absolute tank. He's got like 92 pace, ridiculous strength, 4-star, 4-star. But this was a great chance. Teskey on the edge of the box. The keeper's rooted. He's caught it beautifully. It's dipping, it's whipping, but he just can't find the net. This was brilliant though from Asombalonga. He is absolutely quality. Young striker. He is going to be here for a long time. And hopefully he can get some silverware with us because I absolutely love the guy. That was a quality goal just after half time. Look at this, little bit of skill. See you later, defender, and just curls it past the keeper. Quality finish. We were 1-0 up against Fulham. We had another great chance here. Burke, who scored the free kick in the opening game, and he should have scored that. He's dragged it wide, had to score. We beat Fulham at home, 9 shots to their 3. We dominated and we deserved to win. And this was when I decided to get some youth in. Obviously, all the scouts are very expensive. I mean, £1 million for a 3-star scout. I had to do it though because I didn't want a crap guy. Mark Hines. I decided to send him to England in the end. I was thinking of sending him to Scandinavia, find like the next Zebra, find the next Haaland, but I didn't. I did just send him to England because there's nothing better than a bit of homegrown talent, and hopefully Mark can find it for us. We're paying him £1 million, so yeah, he's flipping better, otherwise I'm going to be fuming. Next up, we had Brighton away on the south coast, and it's really weird seeing all these teams in the Championship, not going to lie, because Brighton are just like such a steady team in the Premiership at the minute. But going into this one, there was only a point separating us. It wasn't a great start to the season for either of us. We were just drawing too many games. They weren't doing well at all, but yeah, they started brilliantly. I'm not sure how on earth he missed that. It's a terrible miss. We came forward though. Matty Fry put him in for Blackstock, and a great finish. He's almost toe poked it past the keeper, and yeah, he was just much better than Blackstock, much more clinical in front of goal. Blackstock is better in the air, but I mean, we didn't really score any crosses anyway. They came forward again after Fry tried to, just praising him, and he tried to flick it over his head outside his own box, so I don't know what on earth he was doing there. They came forward again, but Darlow, I've got to be honest, Darlow is absolutely class. What a player, what a keeper, and he's kept us in it again. He absolutely saved us at Leeds, but they came forward again, and it was Luar, who remembers him as well, missing at the back post. We somehow scraped a point despite only having 2 shots, 1 on target. But also, it's another draw. We're drawing too many games. But yeah, I can't be upset with a point there. Next up, it was Watford, a team who went up in real life this year. And I already knew they had a lot of quality up front. Odion Igalo, who remembers that year he had in the Prem when he was unreal. They had Deeney as well. We missed a great chance there. Should have scored, really. And then put it into the back post. Darlow tried to save it, but it unluckily bounced back to the man, and we were 1-0 down going into half time, just 2 minutes before half time. It's a tough one to take, but look at big Mikel Antonio. He's so quick, he's so strong, he's done absolutely brilliant, and it's Fryer again with a great finish. He's in fine form at the minute. Definitely glad I decided to start him instead of Blackstock, because he has started cooking in front of goal. Him and Asombalonga linking up really well, but this goal was just all Mikel Antonio. Pace, power, directness is all the things you link with big Mikel Antonio. They came forward though. Troy Deeney of all people missing from there. It's a poor miss. We made some subs as well, and our striker Veldvik decided to do that.
Absolute clearly sees the incident. He could have been killed. I think the FA has got to look into it.
Forgot revenge, because how is this not a penalty? It's an absolute robbery. We shared the points with Watford again. It's another flipping draw. I'm not happy because we should have had a pen. But also, in more news, our first scout report came back and we had an absolute baller. Luke Aristidou. Look at him, 72 to 94 potential. He looks absolutely quality. But this is the table on January the 1st. Bournemouth are top. 7 points clear of Watford in second, who we just got a point against. And we are down in 5th. And considering our poor start to the season, it's actually not bad.
Championship manager, completely, mate.
We also decided to sign Luke Aristidou. That name is really annoying, but yeah, he looks unbelievable. Hopefully he's going to be a star. In terms of top scorers, anyway, we've got Fryer on 8 and Asombalonga on 6. So it's not a bad contribution from a striker's Blackstock as well, chipping in with the goals. God, I need to be careful with that name. But yeah, in terms of growth over the squad, there's been some in places, but some of the players I want to grow, like Denier, hasn't gone up at all. But Asombalonga's absolutely cooking. And yeah, most of our players are doing all right. But anyway, that is going to be it for the first episode of the Nottingham Forest career. If you did enjoy, please do leave a like. And yeah, let me know if you want to see more episodes, or if you don't, either way, or if there's another team you want to see, let me know.